Welcome back to part 2 of how to succeed in any audition. Number 4, group auditions. So you definitely will have done these if you've applied for the accredited drama schools when you're 18 plus, wanting to go to RADA, Lambda, these sort of ones, because they tend to do an individual audition and a group audition. Now, it can be really easy to just focus on the exercise or focus on the game or focus on whatever you're doing in that audition, but you are being watched the whole time. And yes, this is a great chance for you to understand the school better or the project better by experiencing how they would direct you, but you need to be focusing on how you are coming across. And what they're really looking for in this part is how you work with others, because they can see how you act when you do your individual audition. They are looking for how you interact. Are you a good team player? Do you listen to people? Do you lead? Do you get stuck in with your ideas? And the easiest way to impress is to be really outgoing and kind to others, but outspoken, and to volunteer yourself if they ask for a volunteer, or if they say who wants to go first, or whatever it is. Putting your hand up a lot or suggesting ideas is really the best way to impress the panel. But absolutely the worst thing you can do is to do nothing for the whole group audition. Never put your hand up, never ask the questions, never suggest an idea in group work. That's probably the worst thing you could do. Number 5, don't compare yourself to others. This is really hard, I know, because you are literally in competition with those people in a lot of circumstances. So I understand that it's really tempting to compare to other people usually in the waiting room or the green room or wherever you are waiting for your audition. There's usually a couple of people that are talking loudly about where they trained and who they worked with and this and that. This is all an intimidation exercise, so it's really best for you to just ignore them, because remember, the people that are really confident doesn't always mean that they have the talent or the personality to match. So if you just focus on yourself and your own confidence and your own motivation and your own character, then that is the best way to get a successful audition experience. To constantly be comparing and wondering if you're the weakest link is going to cripple everything. So if someone is talking loudly about how, they're the best and they have this agent, and there's just walk away. Walk away and do you. Number 6. This one is really easy to look over, and you will have heard it a lot, but for some reason people don't ever remember it. And that is to enjoy yourself. And I know that sounds really cheesy, but it is so important for the panel to watch you doing something you love. Not only does it say a lot about your personality, but the audience never want to watch an actor who is not enjoying themselves. It is the most joyful and fun experience to watch someone on stage in their element, really going for it, really enjoying themselves. And a lot of people don't do it in auditions, and I understand it's nerve-wracking and you're focusing on a lot of things and you're trying to put your best foot forward, and sometimes that focus can take the life out of it, can take the fun out of it. But no one wants to watch someone who is really painfully nervous and wishes they weren't there, or they're focusing so hard and they're so obsessed with the tiny details that actually they're not really enjoying themselves. If you show up and are smiling and are interacting with people and are having a good time, from the moment you step in the room to when you leave, they're going to remember your audition, and they're going to be thinking how much of a great experience it was for them auditioning you. And this leads me very nicely onto number 7, which is personality. In the same way that someone who is having a great time is really fun to be around, also someone who is themselves, who is authentic, who is chatting normally with the panel and making conversation and just being themselves is so refreshing to be around. And that works for every level. That works from auditioning from being in school right up until auditioning for the biggest films. If you are pleasant to be around, if you are yourself, you're authentic, you're real, you can talk to anyone, you treat everyone well, and you just radiate positivity, that is very effective in getting booked or getting hired, because people want to be around you. And you often hear of actors never getting cast again, because even big actors, because they weren't nice to be around, they were a pain to direct, or they didn't work well with the other cast members. If it can work negatively, it can work positively. And I can talk personally as a principal of an acting school, and I've done a lot of auditions. The ones who show the personality are the ones that stick out in my head, and the ones that I want to represent the school and I would be happy to have in my classes. So just something to think about. Number 8, last and not least, and that is being bold. And this is also something that you would have heard a lot, but maybe you're not exactly sure how to apply that in an audition or how to apply that for acting. And that doesn't mean, you know, going in and acting like a crazy person, but that making bold decisions as an actor comes right from when you're preparing your speech or preparing your monologue or just preparing whatever you're doing for the audition, and making decisions that are going to make you stand out. Do not play it safe. You will have also heard maybe directors saying, we can bring you down, but it's very hard to bring people back up. If someone comes into the audition room and they are really high energy, they've made really out there decisions, they're the ones that we remember and we love and we enjoy, and it changes the whole routine of the day. Remember, if you've seen 10 pieces that are the same, one after the other, they all blur into one. I'm sorry, that's just human behavior. They really do. And then someone comes in and they flip it on its head and they've done the speech completely differently. Even if their decision wasn't the best decision, even if we weren't going to take that piece and put it on the stage straight away, that is what we remember. And we also respect them so much for taking that risk, because you need to take risks and be bold as an actor. So that's what we're looking for, really. So I hope you enjoyed this. It was really fun putting the list together, because we are kind of audition expert fans at YPS. And if you're thinking of applying to YPS, we do classes in Surrey, which is near London, and we also do classes online. Please feel free to leave any questions or comments you have in the comment section below. We'll be happy to answer them for you. Or if you'd like to ask us more privately, you can go to our Instagram or Facebook, also in the description box below. And don't forget, it's never too soon or too late to start training like a pro. Bye!